Christmas rush is on us. I'd appreciate some of y'all staying late. A lot of elves tell him, Santa Claus, you don't own us. But I don't mind. In fact, I cannot wait. I see you over there putting stuffing in a bear. You're watching me. It's the time of year for sneaking off behind the sleigh. We got families at home. We're praying that they don't know. It's killing me. They think we're staying to pull that overtime pay. Alpha Fire, instead of putting toys together, we're loving on each other instead of who we're supposed to be. Alpha Fire, we're staying late together. It happens each December, then we go back where we're supposed to be. Alpha Fire.
I got a good elf at home, but at Christmas I just can't resist. If being naughty is wrong, I don't wanna be right. So mark our names down, Santa Claus, on the happy list. And you can fill our socks with coal tomorrow night. 'Cause I see you over there giving Dolly's pretty hair. You're watching me. It's the time of night for sneaking off behind the toys. And at the end of the day, when Santa turns away, you're touching me. I know we're staying to claim our once-a-year joy. Alpha Fair, instead of putting toys together, we're loving on each other instead of who we're supposed to be. Alpha Fair, we're staying late together. It happens each December, then we go back where we're supposed to be. Alpha Fair. Alpha Fair. Alpha Fair. Alpha
That right there is a good old Christmas song right there. Yeah, that's called Alpha Fire. Yeah.
Folks, there's a new compilation of Christmas songs coming out called 9 Fine Tennessee Christmas Classics, presented by AM 1670 W-MURFO, our local radio station here in town. You've probably heard their Christmas countdowns last couple of years on here around Christmas. We put them shows up. Now they just went ahead and put some of them songs on a record, and they'll be coming to you. Let's be honest. We don't know if it's going to come out by Christmas.
We hope so. Wouldn't it be something if we could, Christmas Day comes, or, what a great Christmas. On top of it, go on the churches and Spotify's and look at there. There it is. If that much happens, we'd be happy. I would be anyway.
We're putting these songs up on YouTube. I guess the only thing you can do is just keep looking on your music streaming site for 9 Fine Tennessee Christmas Classics.
And and go to our Facebooks and the Instas and all the YouTubes and all that, and you'll get some of the songs, probably the whole damn thing there, one way or another. So you go get to hear it for Christmas one way or another, whether it's official boat legs that you call it or whatever it is, a taunch, whatever. It's gonna be there. You're gonna have some lovely Christmas songs like Dunlap mentioned, you've heard over the years. If you've listened to local DJ here, Cubby Free, and he's top 7 countdown, so you'll hear some old songs that you like Across the Street from Rudolph. But there'll probably be a few new ones on there too. Nothing we love more here at Red State Update than Christmas music, and any opportunity that we have to tell you about some new Christmas music, well, we ain't going to let that slide. No, sir. We're going to get right on top of it and let you know. So we'll let you know when we know when it's up there to listen to.
Probably before Christmas.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Listen, I don't know why. Hold on a minute. Now, let's. Why does Christmas music have to just be listened to at Christmas?
Well, because I don't like it any other time. Me personally, I definitely don't like it in November.
Or let me tell you something. When you're in a restaurant and you go like, "Well, why ain't they more onions on this hamburger?" And somebody goes, "Well, I don't like onions on my hamburger." I say, "Nobody the fuck asked you."
Hey,
I said, what I was wondering, why can't they be something that makes the world better, like more onions on this hamburger or Christmas songs the whole year round? And then some interjecting assholes like, "Well, I don't like it."
I don't want to listen. If you won't sit at home listen to Bing Crosby all year long sing about White Christmas, so be it. Fine. I don't want to hear it in the mall. I don't want to hear it in the restaurant where I'm eating the hamburger, whether it's got enough onions or not. I don't want to have to hear it on the radio every time I turn it on, unless it's Christmas time. But you personally, yeah, you listen to Christmas music whenever you want. It ain't my business. If I go to the house and you sit there listening to Frosty Snowman, turn it up so loud, can't hardly hear anything, hurt my ears, turn that down. No, I ain't going to turn it down. I'm going to listen to Frosty Snowman as loud as I want to, whenever I want to. Well, I may turn around and walk out of there. But if you have every right to do it, go to town. Police,
okay.
They call police. It's too loud, disturbing the peace.
Yeah, you are making me sound like modern day America. I'm going to sit here and you try to tell me I'm listening to Frosty Snowman so loud that it hurts my ears. Well, I guess I better turn this up then, because I want to blow my eardrums all the way the fuck out, because you just told me to be quiet. You dumb piece of shit.
Yeah, I watch your mouth, but yeah.
So let me go back. Wouldn't it be nice if you could listen to Christmas songs all year round so that you wouldn't feel so stupid if it's January before you get to hear the new 9 Fine Tennessee Christmas Classics presented by 1670 AM W-MURFO and your friends here at Red State Update? Wouldn't that make you feel a little better if there was no stigma on sitting back and enjoying such songs as "I Don't Know Why No One Ever Likes My Gifts," "Elf Affair," "Elf Drugs," "Across the Street from Rudolph's," "Christmas Hot Sauce," and like 3 more?
I like Christmas Hot Sauce, my favorite one. Yeah.
Those are good titles, period.
Yeah.
And now you know, if you have to wait till January just because it took us a little long, the artists longer to get them. Listen, Christmas is hectic. It's busy.
A lot going on. Yeah.
There's a pandemic.
Yeah. Omicron bomb.
Omicron is out here on us too.
Yeah.
The gas is what they say on Fox News, $20.
$20 a gallon.
20-something dollars A gallon.
Yeah.
I just get you stocking out and fill it up with gas, but that's $50 worth of gas in that stocking. Thank you, Santa Claus. We got a lot on us right now. And finishing the Christmas album, sometimes it trips people up. It happened. I'm sure Mariah Carey was sitting in a studio somewhere going, well, I don't know. This song sounds like a bunch of candy ass 50 bullshit.
Right.
I don't know.
Who is it?
Candy Canes,
Candy canes.
Mariah Carey, Snow. Listen, folks, please go start searching the streaming sites as soon as you hear this for 9 fine Tennessee Christmas classics.
Well, give it a day or two. I mean, that ain't gonna be a fair.
I have a little back and forth right now.
I just give it a little. Yeah, give it a day or two. Yeah, then I get to looking. Yeah.
But if you don't want to hear the whole album, who listens to Christmas albums these days? Now everything's on TikTok. You just listen to you have to do a dance with it. We should come up with a dance for one of these.
I did a whole damn dance, a Christmas dance on YouTube. Now I got to go do that again somewhere else.
Yep, that's
I
how.
don't want to.
Well, that's how the world works these days, Jackie. There's one thing that comes out. Remember MySpace?
What is it?
And now it's 40 years later. Of course, there's something new.
Oh, yeah.
Remember going to the sock hop and listening to Mariah Carey and then getting on MySpace?
Who?
Folks, what we want to say is some of these songs are up on YouTube and you can listen to them that way too. Actually, if you search 9 fine Tennessee Christmas classics just on Google, I think some of this will come up on YouTube. So that's one way to get in the Christmas spirit. Thanks to 1670 AM W-MURFO, our local radio station here in Murfreesboro. The various artists on 9 fine Tennessee Christmas classics, and your friends Jackie and Dunlap. That was a terrible commercial.
That's all right. I mean, it's a good enough for a commercial for something you may or may not be able to get.
Yeah, which is, we should just blame it on the fucking supply chain.
Hey, well, yeah, Biden and everything else, yeah.
Why didn't we do it? Isn't this a political podcast? Couldn't we just been on here and say Biden?
You know how many Christmas songs are stuck in something sitting on the coast? There's just crates and crates of Christmas songs. We'll be lucky if we get any of them out.
We're gone, but if you want Christmas songs, you may be listening to them in March because that may be when they all come
By
out.
the time I get there, yeah.
It ain't just us. I'm sure there's lots of people, messed up and blaming it on Biden.
Well, sure, yeah.
I wonder if Biden messes up and tries to blame it on Biden.
I think that's what he does, isn't it? I mean, he does that more than Fox, I think. He went on a funny show, didn't he? Just to say, I'm screwed up pretty bad. I mean, he was just on one of the late night funny shows. I don't know which one it was.
I didn't hear about that. It was Tonight Show, but what did he say? Was that the one where it's like, you just get older and you start thinking, is this all I got? You set little goals for yourself and you don't meet them time after time. And you're like, well, I'm running out of chances to drag us over the finish line. I don't mean to let everybody down, but it's just the older you get, the tougher it is to pull.
That ain't funny. That ain't funny at all.
Well, I think it was Jimmy Fallon, so I don't know. That's supposed to be funny.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
they do like games and stuff.
I can't. They still call that the Tonight Show.
They still, yeah.
Well, what does that say? Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Just imagining Biden pumping gas and then winking at the pump. I don't know why. I just can't get that out of my head.
Come on now.
Hey, putting some gas in my car. How would he get it? Now I just imagine him lifting the nozzle up in his arm, just like thunk, like going straight to the ground. Help him. I got it. Getting tangled up in the hose. I don't know why. Now he's like, is he old or does he get tangled up in things? What I'm saying makes no sense.
It's a combination of both, I think, in his case. Yeah.
I think it actually is a combination of both. I'm old and I get tangled up in things. We're going to get through it, though. I got a gas pump over here. It's putting a bunch of gas in my car. Ain't that right, buddy? Well, you got 19 gallons in there? 19, 20 gallons in there? $700. I got my checkbook. I don't know. That doesn't sound anything like Joe Biden. Folks, thanks for tuning into the Red State Update podcast. We want to talk about our friends in the state of Kentucky and in the state of Tennessee and where else? Arkansas, Missouri, them tornadoes have come through.
Our hearts are aching for so many families. If you're able to give to any charity, there's a lot of folks trying to help. God bless them. But if we're able to, we ought to do the same. But yeah, heart goes out to all of you. Yeah.
Don't mention global warming because then you're making it a political.
Well, things are bad already enough for these folks. I ain't going to get into global warming. I just try to get some people some food and some shelter, and I'll worry about that later. But of course, we've been putting that off for a while already anyhow. So
Biden's going to Kentucky tomorrow. I guess he'll be there when y'all listen to this. I think
who
that's
is
right.
Kentucky? And I'm getting political now. Not who is
I just told you not to on here.
The carpetbagger governor, last one, crazy one, gone.
Oh yeah.
I'm just glad he's gone. I ain't kissing the new one's butt or nothing. All I'm saying is, thank God he gone. Good Lord.
I forgot about that guy.
He was like pardoning child molesters or whatnot before he went out. I mean, he was mad that he lost. He was just, anyhow, no reason to bring any of that up.
No, I think everybody forgot about him. We hated him, though.
I apologize for bringing him up. I do. If you
they
got
suffered enough.
All right, that's true. But let's hope we can get the help there. Regardless, Rand Paul, God bless him, he come around on his ways about denying, states federal help in an emergency situation like this. And, some people are picking on him and whatnot. Oh, you said this. No, just be grateful that he's changed his mind on it and is supporting and asking for Biden's help for the people in the state of Kentucky.
On Twitter, somebody tweeted something like, Kentucky, sorry, look at your senators and global warming, all this stuff. And it turned into a whole thing on Twitter where everybody was. But I do want to say, like, when you got two senators as bad as Kentucky has, that's almost like, that doesn't seem like anybody voted for them. Like, I know people had to vote for them. I'm not blaming people down. I'm just saying, like, that's real bad senators. I mean, what if those are your senators? I mean, it's not like things are going great here in Tennessee, but just Rand Paul and Mitch McConnell. That's just like your two senators are possibly the two worst.
Well, you get a little competition with Cruz and a few other folks, but to have one state have both of them, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty. It's hard. It's hard to believe almost. If I lived in Kentucky, I'd be like, I can't. It seems like a dream. I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I know there's lots of decisions people have made that have gotten those two senators there in Kentucky. I'm just saying, I'm sure even people that voted for them, I probably drive around like, I can't believe that we got both of this.
Well, Dunlap, it took him 18 years. But I guess, I don't know now. We don't know officially why yet. I don't guess there's been an official statement on it, but it looked like his conscience finally got to him. And old Chris Wallace going to leave Fox News, leaving it, gone.
Yeah, he is. What do you think was the final straw for him?
Well, Christmas tree catching a fire, that had to be, right there on it, because it was the next day, wasn't it? A few days after. It's like, that's it. I'm
What,
gone.
did they make him put it out or what?
I don't know what it was. He's too close to home. He's right there beside him, or just an outrage. Like, this is what it's come to. I got to go. He's going to, now explain this to me, because I don't know if I understand. He's going to CNN, but it ain't CNN, it's CNN Plus.
See, that's CNN Plus makes it sound like it's CNN, but better. So they should just make regular CNN be CNN Plus.
What is it, CNN Plus?
A regular CNN is CNN minus. I don't know what CNN is.
And that's true. But there's already 24 hours of it, whatever it is. Why do we need Plus? It's 24 hours of CNN repeating themselves over and over again. Somebody else, somebody doing this. 24 hours of it. How do you add to that? How do you plus that?
Does this mean Chris Wallace is going to be on all the CNN panels?
Look, Chris Wallace, we all, at one time or another, have liked Chris Wallace. We'd be liars if we said we didn't. We all like Chris Wallace. There's been that moment where you like, yeah, Chris Wallace, there you go. He's a good enough journalist where I think people on both sides at one time or another said, that's right, Chris Wallace, yeah. Which there ain't many journalists like that. Let's be honest. They ain't any. I don't guess now that, after Trump, he wants to be a daddy, but before Trump, yeah, Chris Wallace, yeah. But let's be honest, that's a small dose. We just want to say, I don't sit and watch a whole interview, Chris Wallace. You ever watch Chris Wallace talk to somebody, whether it be Putin or whoever the hell it is, for an hour long or whatever? No, I watched it, you see the clip of it on something else. You can't have a long show, Chris Wallace. They just a little bit of them. So I don't know if Plus is just Chris Wallace. Ain't nobody gonna watch that. What, 30 minutes tops is what you need of Chris Wallace? If they put him on every panel on there, they're gonna ruin it. There he is again. Oh, good Lord. And look, I love Sanjay Gupta. I love Dr. Sanjay. But at some point, I'll go, does he still have patience? Does he need a beeper ever go off? Did he get the doctor used to have beepers? I don't know what they have now.
And what's that mean for Fox? Are they just going to have to get crazier and crazier people?
Well, it's going to be hard for them to find a legitimate journalist to join up, no matter how much money they're going to throw at them.
Do you think that's a problem that they in Fox, over at Fox HQ, they're like, we're never going to get a legitimate journalist to come over here now, fellas?
No, ain't nobody sweating that. The one person that was just went to CNN Plus.
Who's the next less terrible one over there?
Is it Bear?
Is it?
It's not Cavutos. I know everybody hates Cavutos. Trumpists don't. I don't know. Bear managed to stay neutral, I guess, so far. Who they run off? They run off Shepard, right? Shepard Smith has his name, right? They run him off a while back.
Yeah.
Took 18 years. He wasn't there for 18 years now. Shepard Smith was there for a little while, but he was didn't take 18 years. They run him off, and they run off little Wallace. Chris Wallace. Sound like Trump, little Chris Wallace. Didn't mean to call him like that. I ain't trying to bully like that.
Did Trump say anything about Chris Wallace?
I think he did today. He said, I just want to. This is pretty good. This actually is. He said the same thing. We're trying to be his daddy, never be as good as his dad. But I think his last, he was on some radio thing. Last line was, we're lucky to have him out. He knows he owns Fox News, but just to say it like that, of course, that's how he says things, Lucky to have him out. He ain't like them in a long time, though. He ain't like Chris Wallace for a while. That's been going on for a while. Hell, if I was Fox, I would have fired Chris Wallace after that damn debate. He should have been fired after that for not getting up and leaving. That's when you want to, what is it? You open the windows. I've had enough and I ain't going to take it no more moment. You know what I mean? If there ever was one, just throw your papers up and walk out. I guess he did have one control of existentials, during that debate where he's like, what am I doing? Is this a real job? What is there anything? Is this what, I know I was having one looking at it.
I mean, the other way he could have done is just to mean Gene Okerlund that just been like, I've in all my years and just go with it.
That would have been good. That'd been entertaining. Yeah.
I mean, I guess mean Gene Okerlund's kind of doing that in a way that he's always kind of throwing his papers up, but in a way that also is good. Wait, is he dead now?
I think he passed away. Yeah.
Well, that's too bad.
It is. Yeah.
He's a little bit like it. I like it. He should do a little more. Just making a mockery of just this match is out of control. That wasn't what Mean Gene Okerlund was like.
Don't tell it on here. Tell CNN Plus. 24 hours CNN. America needs just a little more. I don't care who's on it. 24 hours of it that I don't want already. Why can't it go sit for Cuomo? They just got rid of him. Why can't it just put Chris Wallace there? That's going to be awkward. Him throwing it over to Don Lemon, that's never going to seem right.
I mean, everybody kind of likes Chris Wallace when you're like, it could be worse. But nobody's going to watch Chris Wallace, right? I mean, they have to put him somewhere. And what's his purpose on CNN? I mean, he's not. The problem is if you take Chris Wallace out of Fox News, he doesn't have much of a purpose anymore. If he goes over to CNN,
he just they have a cranky old man right now. They usually have to have a cranky old man.
I don't think I have a cranky old. There's a lot of old men. I don't know if they got one that's just a crank.
Because you got to have that in the news. That's just part. That's like one thing. 30 minutes at least somewhere during the day.
That's true. That could free him up if he's gone from Fox. He doesn't have to worry about being the only one with a sliver of integrity, just a sliver of integrity. Then he's free to just be like, today, my cab driver took forever. I told him to turn down this street and he went down the other street. I got a hamburger with too many onions on it. Does that a call back to a thing we did that we recorded over, or is that on this episode?
Hard to say.
Folks, that was either a brilliant callback to the onions burger thing that we talked about earlier, or we started over. We did have a false start on. Sometimes we start these off and we're like, oh, that ain't no good. Like really ain't no good. Not just like, that could be better.
There's a lot we let slide. Let's be honest. But no, there are definitely times like,
To just pretend that was a great callback about onions. Chris Wallace probably can't eat. My doctor says, I don't know what. Is that Chris Wallace? That's that Muppet. I thought I ordered the big hamburger. But I guess it's kind of the same guy.
Same guy, yeah. I'm about to say, that's not a bad Chris Wallace. You did pretty good.
All right, Charlie. Fire up the big hamburger. It's supposed to be Grover. All right. So Chris Wallace, your favorite Fox News personality. Is he your favorite Fox News personality?
Not intolerable. That ain't no favorite. I used to like Shepard because he was funny. He just come on shaking his head like, what? Like,
that's another one. When he's gone, there's no Shepard Smith away from Fox News has no purpose. Sorry, Shep.
Yeah, because where he's at now, ain't nobody watching him. Probably, I'm sure he got some people enough for him to keep his job. I hope, but I know I ain't watching him. But now, yeah, you talk about good for Chris Wallace getting out of Fox, whatever however you want to look at the situation, or just not give a damn one way or the other. But you did one way to look at it. Sadly, it's like, there's one less chance of somebody maybe hearing something else that they don't hear. Chris Wallace being on Fox, at least you might get a truth slightly out there, barely into someone's head. But him gone, that ain't going to, But they don't believe him anyway. All he was on there for at this point, was he pretty much just a bad guy wrestler? You just cuss Chris Wallace until whoever comes on after him says that Chris Wallace is full of and on and on.
But is that even? I don't even think that is true. I don't understand what Chris Wallace's purpose. I mean, now it's like, what's the point of the entire news ecosystem? Because Chris Wallace, we're imagining that a bunch of Fox people are saying he's not mean enough, he's not Trumpy enough. But are they even watching this? Who watched Chris Wallace?
There's a lot of people.
You just see the clips.
You see the clips. Nobody watch it on Sunday, whatever. They watch Fox and Friends. They watch Tucker Carlson. Ain't no, Brett Baird lucky anybody looking at him at all. Every time Fox get sued for slander or anything like that, they say in court out loud to say, like, we entertainment. You can't consider this nude or whatever, so we know what it is. But yeah, I don't know what Chris Wallace. Yeah, Shepard Smith. Yeah, they don't. When they ain't on there, what the hell are they gonna do?
And what's the point of Wolf Blitzer? I ain't saying what's the point of journalism or the news. I'm saying something completely different. What's the point of CNN?
Well, definitely what's the point of CNN Plus? Most people didn't know Chris Wallace at all till Trump got mad at him. There's a lot of people, Trump people. Yeah, that SOB, whatever. Because, they don't know who anybody is till Trump says his damn name.
But also, you can't really keep up with everybody that Trump got mad at. I mean, you can during that day.
Lose. Yeah. But I mean, first off, Chris Wallace don't come up in the news unless he leaves a network after 18 years to go be on CNN Plus. But today, that triggered a few people, I'm sure, on Twitter, wherever the hell else, to get on there. Oh, yeah, that SOB, whatever. Trump come out and said already, we done talked about that, come out and said, I just won't be a daddy. He's out. Glad he's out. Oh, we're lucky to have him out now. Anyhow, good luck to you, Chris Wallace. Have a good time on CNN Plus, whatever the hell that is. I will say that if he does that cranky old man thing, I probably watch some of that. Yeah, people my age enjoy that kind of thing. There ain't enough cranky old men on TV.
It's true. It feels like TV used to be like 80% cranky old men.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, it was like all cranky old men.
They die off. Yeah. They die. I mean, I wish it didn't. God bless his soul, Randy wrote in on and on, but yeah, cranky old men, they only got a little window there to be cranky,
Well, they get so worked up.
Yeah.
I mean, William Demarest didn't last forever.
Who's he?
My Three Sons.
Oh, yeah. I didn't watch that much. Yeah. I didn't like that song. It showed them feet, that whistling or whatever the hell it was. I don't know. I had to turn it off. I didn't like it.
Well, everybody's got their own fetishes. There wouldn't be no fun in this world if everybody liked feet and whistling.
Is it whistling? Andy Griffith's whistling. How many whistling TV shows is there?
William Demarest died at age 91, so I guess he was a cranky old man. He played a cranky old man. I don't know if he actually was a cranky old man.
This same go for Andy Rooney, old new one. Most of them you thought was drunk too, half the time. Like he had a few, or had a, CNN used to have one we liked, and they finally fired him. They got rid of him, but he'd come on a little bit and basically be cranky old man in a few times. And I guess that's not hip or with it. So he was gone. I can't remember his name, but I used to like. I ain't even saying that I liked him, but oh look, cranky old man. I'd listen to it.
Chris Wallace, 74 years old.
Yeah, 18 years been on Fox.
What did he do for that?
I don't know. We're on the news somewhere else, I'm sure.
How long is his contract?
That's what it is. He don't have to renew his contract. He's leaving. Yeah, I don't know how long it was. I don't think it was 18 damn years. But he just he like, you know what? I ain't gonna sign off for this. Believe it or not, there's something called CNN Plus, and they're offering me, you wouldn't believe. He knows it's a joke too. He gonna take the money and run, ain't he?
How much money does CNN Plus have?
They can't have that much, but you had to have enough to get him off of it. 18 years. They've been paying him pretty good on there. That's one good way. How can it be? Because, like I said, not all the time, but somebody at one time or another, you go, yeah, Chris Wallace pretty good. He's all right. So how they put up with this? But, they've been saying that for damn years now. Your conscience, don't weigh on you as much when you're getting, six-figure income. And he had to get paid a little extra because he's the one, supposedly the one, only person on there with integrity.
Does that get you more money?
I don't know about that. If Fox, and if you threatening to leave, maybe, I don't know. It's like we got one old man with integrity is supposed to balance out Laura Ingraham and Tucker Carlson and Handy. I don't see how that works. But in somebody's mind over at Fox, that's what they thought. We got to keep him. And some people saying these Tucker Carlson primetime special January 6th extravaganza show, whatever the hell it was. Like that's what I gotta go now. But they've done stuff. Nobody had attacked and raided the Capitol yet at that point that I know of. But people have definitely blown some stuff up here and there.
I think the Capitol is pretty. When you got Tucker Carlson on there going, it was fine. And then he produces a special called It Was Fine. And then you got like Mark Meadows coming out with the PowerPoints and the
I think the show was called I think it was like It's Fine Because It Didn't Happen. I think it's the reason it was fine. Because it didn't take place. It wasn't real. It was a CIA that did it or whatever the hell he said.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess if there was ever a time you were going to go, it should be before you have to provide cover for the next coup.
Still old Dracky Bros on here talking to you. Merry Christmas, each and every one of you. Hope you all having as good a Christmas as you can this year. Yeah.
Jackie, Christmas is a special time.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
A time to be with the people you love.
Well, if you can't be, yeah, it depends. If you're vaccinated and all that mess, if not, the window, however you want to do it. Yeah.
And I love you, Jackie.
Yeah, well,
I get sentimental this time of year, but the older you get, the more I need to tell you all the time, because this could be the last time I talk to you.
Right on here.
Well, just because you could have an accident, you could slip and fall.
You could give out. You get drunk as hell and fall asleep in a ditch full of water. You'd be dead in the morning too. Yeah. Either one of us could go. I
know.
Right?
Technically, either one of us could go, but you're hella old.
Well, yeah, natural causes. You don't but yes, getting old, but also you got to look at you and look how you ain't no spring chicken, and what you've done to yourself over the years, how you've eaten and how you treated your body, and all the chemicals and drugs and alcohol you put in it. You could easily kill over with a heart attack in a minute, as much as I could be dead. Just from I just hope it's going to be laying down, go to sleep, never wake up. That's a good nap right there. When you get my age, you look forward to that nap.
And that when you wake up and Jesus is in your room.
Well, he may be busy. I don't know if he's in everybody. I don't know if you have rooms. I don't know what it is. I know they got streets of gold. I don't know if everybody has a room in heaven. Don't think you need a room. If you got wings, you flying around, you got clouds, which I know seems awkward, but once I'm an angel, it's going to be just what it is.
I like to think that heaven is where things that are awkward just ain't awkward no more.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. But I mean, when I see pictures, somebody talk about it like, I feel wearing a robe.
Yeah, and you're barefoot.
I need closer. I need some place where I can just be behind. If the angel wings ain't big enough to cover you up, I need what do you call it? A part. Where do you put it? You put it up in between you. What you call it?
I think you're thinking that what angels wear are hospital gowns and they're open in the back.
That's what it looks like. But open in the back. There ain't no opening. I know there ain't no opening. I didn't say that. I'm talking about I want something, not just because of that. Just I like privacy in general. I don't want to be out and open all day long. Sure, I will be out visiting other angels and other dead people and saying, oh, hi, where's so-and-so? Oh, he's down there. Well, don't spy me. Whatever. That's fine. But there's going to be sometime I need to be by myself. I don't want to see nobody else. Don't want nobody to see me. Just want to be by myself. Put up what do you call it? What are the things you put? You put up a pipe. Get a P. Put up a pipe. What is it?
A privacy screen.
Privacy screen. That's it. Privacy screen.
Ain't you worried about? I'm worried. I'm going to get up there and I ain't gonna have nowhere to go bathroom in private.
No, you don't go to the bathroom no more in heaven.
I know, but when I see them pictures of people sleeping barefoot and with the hospital gown and their bare ass showing their half of angels or what they got, and then sleeping on a cloud in front of everybody, which is embarrassing, fall asleep. And I think, well, what, you got to go bathroom in cloud too? And everybody watch you? That don't sound like heaven to me. And then I have to remember, well, you don't go bathroom in heaven.
You don't go to the bathroom. When I get in heaven, I'm an angel. Probably not going to care who's looking at me, who ain't.
That's what I hope. I hope you
my
do
hope
go to the
too.
bathroom
I hope
and
too.
you just don't care no more. I hope that you in heaven, like you get to heaven and go, well, I'm glad I don't have to go to the bathroom. And the angel's like, what are you talking about? We go to the bathroom all the time. We just don't care. We just let her rip. It doesn't matter. That's what heaven is. You don't care if anybody sees you go to the bathroom.
Heaven ain't a bunch of bathroom facing pay mess everywhere. No, it ain't. No, you don't go to the bathroom in heaven.
That's why the streets are gold.
No.
Come on, that was good. A gold pay. Listen, probably because you hydrated, it wouldn't be gold anyway. Because I can't imagine you up there like, damn, I need to drink some water.
There ain't bathroom all over heaven. That ain't true. It ain't no such thing.
If you do go bathroom in heaven, I'm sure there's like a nice toilet.
No.
It's either made out of a cloud.
You don't go to the bathroom
gold.
at all. That's what you do. That's concerns for us living people. Trust me. When you get to be my age, going to the bathroom's always a concern. No, if I go up to heaven and find out I still got to go to the bathroom like I do now, that ain't no heaven to me. I ain't going to go to the bathroom.
We should write a book called Heaven Means You Ain't Got to Go to the Bathroom and pretend that you died and come back. And we were like, what was it like, Uncle Jackie? And you're like, well,
prostate wasn't bothering me none. I didn't, usually take a long time, sit there for a long time.
Did it take you a long time up there?
Nah, they went straight to it. Just had to go and win.
What about the toilet paper? What was the toilet paper like?
Oh, I can't even describe it to you. It's like wiping yourself on a cloud.
So that's the other thing I don't want heaven to be like is I don't want to get up there. You know, when you go see like your granny or somebody, but you go see Aunt Lucy. Like, what I gotta go see? You better go over and see Aunt Lucy.
You're not gonna care.
Town.
All the people you didn't like, if you had legitimate reasons not to like them, legitimate reasons like crook, scoundrel, hurt people, they ain't gonna be there first and foremost.
Yeah, well, what about the people you just
well, if they ain't gonna bother you no more. Those people be just like it ain't gonna be like I know what you talk about. Who's coming over?
Nina and Jack are down from.
How long Jack gonna be here? How long they go? When
you
they
gotta
come
go see
together.
Jack now. He been in the hospital.
Well, there ain't gonna be no hospital in heaven. They ain't gonna want nobody to come see him. There's angels in heaven. They ain't gonna be like, where's so and so? How come they ain't come by? I bet nobody gonna be asking those questions. You either see them or you don't.
No, it's gonna be worse in heaven because every relative you ever had, you have relatives out your ass. Well, this is your great Aunt Josephine. She died in 1833. Don't you? You need to go see her.
Well, you never quit meeting people at a family reunion in heaven. It go on and on and on forever. And trust me, a family reunion ain't heaven in my eyes or my mind. I don't think there's gonna be any of that. I think you're just gonna be able to heaven. Like, hey, you look familiar. Well, I'm your great. Oh, we're good to finally meet you. See you later. I'm gonna go over here and lay down on a cloud.
Going to heaven is kind of like a family reunion. Do you think there's potato salad in heaven?
I don't think if you don't go to the bathroom, then you don't eat.
Well, if you do go to the bathroom, then you got to eat. So I don't know which is because the food in heaven, I bet
we'll find out when we're dead, which it could basically get back to the point. It'll be either one of us any day now. Who's to say?
I love you, Jackie.
Well, all right. Yeah. Appreciate all y'all on here. We do wish y'all a Merry Christmas. Thank you kindly for listening to us on here. If you go to our, what is it? Patreon page. If you go over there, you help support us doing this and help us keep us talking and the computers running and plugging up all the wires and all the stuff I don't understand. Thank goodness there's just a place where I can hand money over and all that works. some of the time. So we thank you kindly for all your help and support. Some people support us with $1. We appreciate that. Some people support us with $5 or more. We really appreciate that. We appreciate all of it. But if you do happen to have $5 or more to spare, you're going to get a whole extra 20 minutes of us talking because evidently you like to hear us talk. Otherwise, you wouldn't be giving us $5 to begin with. So just for that, you're going to have to listen to us some more. And that's over on our, what is it?
Patreon page.
Patreon page.
This week we did our Patreon earlier. We talked about the Fox Christmas tree being on fire for about 20 minutes. So if you're like, all they talked about on this one was Chris and Wallace. Why did they talk about the Christmas tree fire more? Is that because, well, we shot our wad on that one over on the Patreon.
It wasn't intentional. It's like we weren't trying to keep it from nobody. It just was on our minds at the time. And I mean, that's how this works when you're doing this on the fly. You just open your mouth and next thing you know, an hour later, you ain't talking about nothing but Chris and Wallace. We, as much as we appreciate each and every one of you helping us out with you patronizing us. Again, we can't thank you enough for it. We also rely on our local sponsors here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. That's right, Murfreesboro, Tennessee, local sponsors. We give them $25. It ain't changed, ain't it? You talk about inflation going up. When are we going to go up to that $25? You reckon?
I think it should be $78.
No, we won't have any sponsor if you go $78. I talk about 26, 27 at most.
All right, maybe we'll raise it up $26 just until we get this under control.
Well, just to see what happens if we don't have any patrons, then we have to go back 25. We ruin one way or the other. So, anyhow, local sponsors give $25. We're happy to tell you about them on here. It's usually delicious restaurants, delicious food to eat, new products that would amaze and surprise all y'all. Many things on our sponsor segment has surprised me over the years. That's for sure. And this time of year is when we have some of our best sponsors here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, because as we all know, it is Christmas time. Merry Christmas. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to keep saying it. No one's ever going to make me stop. No one really ever tried to. Thank goodness. So I'm going to keep on saying it.
I don't think people really do that.
What's that?
Try to get you to stop.
Well, somebody said that one time or another. I don't know where I heard it. Did they make you stop? I said, who? I ain't never stopped saying Merry Christmas. Say Merry Christmas all the time. If there's somebody out there doing it, they find better ways to occupy the time, I hope. But I don't know who it is. I ain't never seen him. Scrooge, he been dead a long time. How long Scrooge been dead?
Oh, I think he died in 1936.
1936. The war on Christmas ended then because he turned his ways around. He had a war on Christmas, bah humbug, money, you this, you that. And the next thing, ghosts come, wake up next morning, give me I won't say goose. I know it's a turkey, but I still like to say goose. I like it the goose way. You give me a big goose, and there you go. War on Christmas won.
He hated Roosevelt.
Scrooge.
Is Scrooge the one in Annie?
Hey, no, that's later on. That's a different one.
You could combine Scrooge and Annie, though, couldn't you? I mean,
no, Scrooge adopted Tiny Tim. Remember, he took that little boy in and said, well, he can't walk good or whatnot, give him to me. We'll turn this around. And then Annie the same way, but there's a little girl. But they were both rich as hell, just rich as hell. Elon Musk on cover of Time. That's that Daddy Warbucks is right there. But he ain't got no little girl for all I know. I don't think he's out there any little girls.
He is bald, though.
I don't know if he should be allowed to adopt any girl. I wasn't suggesting that he do that. I just, I don't mean to imply one thing or another. I just don't know nothing about the man except for what he make cars or something else, go to space. What else he do? I don't know what he does.
That's it.
He's rich. Oh, yeah, rich.
Yeah, rich.
Yeah.
Well, he's
no, don't pay taxes other than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you need to know. Good for him. But Daddy Warbucks that was the version of that. He was the second version, and then the first version, it was Scrooge, Daddy Warbucks,
Right.
Elon Musk.
That's it.
I'm looking
And they
forward
was
to his-
all. Was they all time man of the year? Daddy Warbucks was, wasn't he?
He was at one time. Now he from England, the old one. Scrooge.
Oh,
that
and you
goes so
can't be-
far back. Yeah,
To
he's
be
not
man of
allowed.
the year, you can't be
Can't be from
another country.
No, you have to be from. No, wait. Putin wasn't he?
Elon Musk is from South Africa, I think.
Oh, okay. He live here now.
Well, maybe I guess Scrooge just lost out naturally. I don't know.
I think it was before they started doing it. I didn't mean it was England. I thought that first, but now I think he was just before Man of the Year, before they had that. And I'm sure if they did back in beforehand, he wouldn't be. Or well, that's the question. Would he be on Man of the Year before Christmas or after Ghost? Which one you make Man of the Year back in? I don't know. Hard to say.
Well, Elon Musk is man of the year now. I guess it'd be Scrooge before the Ghost.
Yeah. I think that's how it works. Yeah.
After the Ghost, Scrooge is just that's a nice story. It's like you'd read about it like on a church station.
Yeah.
Like if there's a church news, one of them feel good news. This rich old man, he bought everybody a bunch of turkeys. Like they leave the ghost part out because
you don't want
what?
You don't want to lose your audience. Yeah, you don't
Right.
go too
But
far.
I think
All you need to know is he bought everybody a turkey and he adopted a little boy with special needs.
and that's not news. That's not you don't get an award for that. You get an award for you get man of the year, like, he kept everybody late, made it work mandatory overtime during tornadoes.
He freeze your butt off. He wouldn't give you but one piece of coal to stay warm.
Yeah, one piece of coal.
Didn't like his family. He didn't like his family at all.
You gotta remember going back through. He had to. One ghost takes him to a dance. He's like, "Oh yeah, I used to have fun." And then one ghost takes him to the graveyard. He's like, "Oh, don't show me. I can't." Then where's the other ghost take him?
I don't know, to hell or something. I think he goes to hell.
Wait, past, present. Oh, he goes to Tiny Tim's house. Just
That's
creeping
right.
around.
That's where he finds out. Yeah, I'm sure. What's his name? Who's Tiny Tim's daddy?
Critchett.
Cratchit. No, Bob Cratchit is the ghost, right? Now, who's the ghost? Marley. Cratchit, Marley. Okay. I get the ghost and the poor man confused.
Let me.
Cratchit probably told him every day, my son going to have an operation tomorrow. Yeah. So he didn't know son was shape it was till I don't know why I need a ghost to take you across town. That don't make no sense. That ghost don't make sense. He get
What?
over there. If you go in the past, yeah, you need a ghost to do that. You need a ghost to go to the future. But you just going across town, you get a lift or whatever. Well, I don't know what the carriage back in, whatever it is.
Uber horse. That's sounds like not the ghost you want to go with. Oh, what miraculous vision will you show me? What destination amongst the stars do we? How he's done?
Yeah, we're gonna go over to brother's house for a little bit, and then we're gonna go with that guy that works for you, his house.
But here's the thing,
and then I take you home.
You don't, but it is cool, and that may be the ghost I'd want to hang out with the most because you get to hear what people think about you.
Well, yeah, that's fun. That part of it, but none of them liked him. All he heard was it wasn't fun at all. It wasn't fun. He didn't like it.
That was Scrooge. His name is literally Scrooge, which means a person people don't like on Christmas. If I was with that ghost, I'd be like, where are we going, ghost? Like, I thought I'd take you over at that girl's house. That girl go, Dunlap's so cute.
Right.
Dunlap, he's the best.
All right.
It's the best I ever had.
You don't learn nothing from that story. Don't nobody appreciate it. No, there ain't no lesson learned.
Where we going now, Ghost? Oh, we're going to the high school football team.
No,
Like, oh, Dunlap, I hope I grow up to be like him. He's a good role model. He's so cool. I wish he'd teach me everything there is to know and be my friend.
He ain't. That ain't none of that. Don't make any sense. What you just
That's
said.
what the ghost. If a ghost could let me hear what everybody
just
thinks about
shut up.
me, it'd give me
I don't want to even talk
confidence.
about it anymore. Just shut your mouth. Annie.
Well,
Well,
it goes, Annie, get in here, Annie. Rawr.
That's Daddy Warbucks you talking about. That's all.
Annie, get me the biggest goose there is in the world. Annie, it's Christmas morning. And she goes, it sure is, Daddy Warbucks. Well, I don't see a goose.
I never understood that in the Annie thing because on the record album and when you go see it in the show, it's Christmas. And the big movie, Carol Burnett, the reason I used to like Carol Burnett song movie, they didn't have no Christmas at all in it. They took Christmas out. There's a war on Christmas right there. And they took Christmas out of it. Should have left it in.
Let me tell you something. You got kids, dogs, too much already. You don't need Christmas.
No, you need Christmas in there. That's part of it. I want Annie to get a Christmas present. She get a dog for Christmas, and I think they just give it to her for no reason. Annie. All right, if we got to do sponsors, get on here. We done talk about heaven and Scrooge and all of it goes too much as it is. I got to do this and get on about my day. Figured you'd be ready to get done with this by now. Annie.
All right, go ahead.
Well, I got a good sponsor, and it's that little, it's a little self, what do you call it? I don't know how you say it. It's about me, but it's still a sponsor because it helps. It's got a few charitable things in it, whatnot like that. Round here in Murfreesboro, we do something every year called Christmas Court. It's a cute little thing.
Oh,
It's
Christmas Court.
Christmas Court. You know what I'm talking about. It's on
propaganda,
the local.
Basically. But go ahead.
You can go see it live, which is fun. That's fun. You bring your family, y'all go see Christmas Court, or you can watch it on the local. I think it's on local PBS, also local, just cable access.
Because it's educational.
Well, yeah, you learn a little bit. It's also Christmas you learn about. But I'm going to be honorary Santa Claus judge at Christmas Court this year. And it's fun. It's like I said, it's something we're fun to do. And it all is related to Christmas. It ain't no different than, I don't want to take anything away from it. It's the same thing Judge Watson. Remember Judge Watson, Judge Judy, same sort of thing.
But you have to dress up like Santa Claus?
I dress up like Santa Claus, sit up there and all the things that, it's all Christmas related. The cases of things. Like, your manger's about 3 feet too much on my property line. The manger, the manger's fine, but one wise man. You take that wise man, put it back on, what I mean, just a little too far, or half a camel or whatever it is you got on the yard. Things like that.
Is it all about property lines?
No, that's just one example. Other things like, I got this, they gave me a receipt, and I gave them the present, and I already had it, and then I tried to take it back, and then I couldn't find the receipt, but they said they'd honor it, but she said she wouldn't. Things like that. You got to sort all that out in returns.
Like Nativity Saint. I remember one year Nativity Saint Joseph and Nativity Saint Mary were dating, and then they broke up, and Joseph said she owed him for the cost of the robe.
Oh, that was on. That's one of the better.
That's a classic
Christmas Court. That's a classic. They still show that one every now and then when they come on. They go back and show that. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything that good. It's an honor to be asked. They've been submitted great Santa Claus judges at Christmas Court, and like I said, I'm grateful to do it this year. Looking forward to it.
Is it a different judge every year?
Well, there was that one year where they kept having, Ted Denton's back over and over and over again. People got tired of it. They're about half and half. Everybody liked Ted Denton's at first. He was kind of almost a Judge Wapner sort of thing.
When I think of Christmas Court and Santa Claus judge, I think of Ted Denton's.
Well, he's controversial choice because he was more judge than Santa Claus. He was all business. Now, granted, they had Santa Claus suit on. But the best ones, and that's Carl Marable's, I think, because he had the ho down and also slam a gavel. He could do both. Ted Denton's was all business straight. So, he satisfied the court aspect of the program, but the Christmas was lacking. That's what people said. But still, even with that, he was on for 5 years, something like that. That's what you think of. But Carl Marbles came in after, and then some people said, well, he's too much ho Santa Claus. He's holding things up by handing out candy canes in the middle of court, get to it, things like that. Talk to the elf bailiff for too long. I don't want any of that chit chat, getting the bit. It's just everybody's preference.
Is the elf bailiff the same every year?
No. She died. She died years ago. They had to know in the past. She did stay sane for years. Emily Gaither. Emily Gaither was the elf bailiff for years and years and years. Hey, Emily, remember they all? But yeah, she died.
All right. It's a little bit like night court, just bailiffs dropping.
I don't know who. I think they're trying to know one out this time. They're trying to find one to stick. I ain't trying to do it permanently. Let me set the record straight right now.
How do you get selected, Jackie? I mean, how did you get chosen to be Santa Claus judge?
Murfreesboro Council called me up. They said, "Would you like to do it?" I've been known around, locally here in Murfreesboro. A lot of people know me from my past businesses and joint different things.
And you have been involved in a lot of lawsuits.
Well, it ain't that reason. It ain't just that, but
I'm sure that played a part.
It's an honorary thing. I ain't a real judge. It's just for Christmas court purposes.
Are the lawyers real lawyers that represent, or are there lawyers representing? I can't.
They don't
remember.
have no lawyers in it. They tried that one year. They had the snowman lawyer and whatnot. Didn't work out. It's better just the person to come in by himself.
That's right, because he melted. They had to wait till next Christmas for the lawyer to come back. Everybody's like, this been a good 11 months.
It ain't worth it. Yeah.
Keep that courtroom hot. They keep that courtroom hot.
Well, they don't anymore.
And the lights for PBS and everything, the PBS lights, because they can't afford real lights, so they just bring in a bunch of lamps so the temperature goes up.
Well, it looks like it's in North Pole, though. They make everything look icy and cold, but it ain't real cold. It's made for TV. Like I said, I ain't really Santa Claus. I ain't really a judge, but I'm still doing it. Like I said, it's an honor to be asked. I ain't planning on doing it next year. But
your decision is binding when they get up there. And
just like Judge Judy Job Whitener. I mean, that's it. But again, we're talking about little things. Just I can say, and plus, like, how much is a receipt for? If they say $4,000, I might have to think about it a little bit. If they say $26.50, I'm saying just give $26 and go home. Merry Christmas. But that's the kind of decision I'm hoping I'm going to be making.
I can't wait to watch this, Jackie. Can I get a ticket? Come sit in there.
I don't know how that works. If I can, I'll get you one. If not, I won't. They ain't going, because of COVID and on the Chrome, they're going to have me at least not just 6 feet back, but also 6 feet high on the bench. Yeah.
Like
for safety reasons. Well, they don't want them wearing a mask. You don't want Santa Claus up at the mask. So it's 6 feet back, 6 feet high from everybody else around.
Well, it's a studio. The studio they shoot in has a high ceiling, so they can probably raise you up another few feet if you felt.
Well, I think that meets all COVID's regulations. Yeah.
I've heard 6 feet apart. I never heard how high up off the ground you need to be.
I haven't heard it either. They're just trying to guess, but it can't be any more riskier. The further away you are, the better, whether it's high or back.
Somebody call Fauci up and say, "Hey, I'm up here on this ladder. Am I safe?" They're like, "Yeah, if you don't fall off." But he's always concerned.
Wise man, always concerned about you. Yeah, whether you're on a ladder or not. Just want you to be safe. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're on a ladder or not. He's worried about you, period. There's people listening to this on a ladder right now. Listen, he's worried about you, but I mean, when you climb down, he's still going to be worried about you.
Well, he could be worried about me all he wants. As soon as I send people in the house to jerk me off this ladder, then we're talking. How you gonna mandate getting off a ladder? You tell me that.
So, Judge,
it's Christmas court. Judge Santa Claus, honorary Santa Claus, honorary Santa Claus judge.
Ted Dindon's, Carl Marables, and Jackie Brawls. Hard to believe, Jackie. Hard to believe that you're up there on that wall of fame.
Well,
Judge
like I
Santa
said,
Claus.
it's an honor to be asked. I'm looking forward to it. Electricity bills too high. Somebody, they were charging it too much or something. Turn the light. Little things like that. I'm gonna be fine with. I think I don't think I need a law degree.
Murder.
There ain't no murder on Christmas court. There ain't no murder on it. Don't even say that. It's not cute.
Well, I didn't know if maybe sometimes.
Yeah, you did. You damn well know there ain't no murder on Christmas court.
I know never in the past has there been one, but with all the true crime podcasts being so popular, maybe Christmas Court this year, they want to jazz it up a little.
Well, the closest they ever got to murder when the drunk driver ran over the reindeer thing, that stuff, took all the thing out.
It's always
they weren't real. They're plastic.
There's a Christmas angle. It's not just like, he owes me back rent. Well, what? From the North Pole? What's... no, just regular back rent. Well, then you can't be on Christmas court. I'm sorry.
No, it's got to be Christmas related. Like I said, some people thought DWI is a bit much, but again, he ran over sleigh reindeer, plastic, not real. Man, he walked away from it. Didn't nobody get hurt, injured, but still, you don't want to make light of drinking and driving. I thought he didn't because he got what he deserved. I thought he had to give out. What did he have to do? He had to go hand out presents.
Lost his license.
Well, yeah, they did that. Christmas court couldn't really get involved in that. They did that, out.
They ran him through a real court. And he's like,
he didn't get to decide that can I have this taken up quick? It didn't work like that. No, he was just on Christmas court too. But yeah, he had to give out presents. He went to not the orphanage, but the church thing, and had to give out all the presents there.
So really, he just got more punishment because of Christmas court.
Well, and I think he had to fix up an ice rink somewhere. Had to had to go work on himself.
So even what he had to do had a Christmas. It had to be
it's
like
Christmas court. What do you mean? Well, you seen it? It's Christmas court. It all has to do with Christmas.
I can't believe you're gonna be banging that gingerbread gavel.
Well, I'm gonna do my best not to eat it, I reckon, and save it for banging. I think that's why people thought Ted Denton was good, because he was so serious and he banging. You know what I mean? He got dressed up like Santa Claus, But I can see why people thought it was entertaining, but it wasn't very Christmassy, other than what he had, in his hands and what on his face and his whole body, I guess.
So that's Christmas Court coming
Christmas
up.
Court, yep. That's kind of tie-in advertisement for Red State Update and Christmas Court. They still give me $25 because obviously I'll be representing, as I say, as Judge Santa Claus. But it is an honor. I'm grateful. I hope you all enjoy me on there. I'm gonna try to have fun with it and do the best I can. Thank you. Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas,
Jackie. That's funny. I got a Christmas notice to read.
What is it? What is it?
An alert, listen here, listen up, everybody. Christmas,
what? A
Christmas decree from the Christmas criminals.
The what?
Listen up, Murfreesboro. For too long have you Richies held on to all the lights and all the yard decorations, while the poor of Murfreesboro have gone lightless and decorationless in their yards, whether they wanted it or not. You are on alert, Richies, with your lights. From now on, those lights belong to the people, and the Christmas criminals are here to distribute them to the poor and needy and lightless. Watch out. Watch your backs. Ho, 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 MFers. Signed, the Christmas criminals, of which I, Dunlap, am now a member.
What?
I've always wanted to be in a gang, and it's nice because it's Christmas, so it's festive.
There ain't nothing about Christmas and being a criminal that go together. No, sir. No, I don't care what the...
don't know if you remember the reason for the season, which is Jesus, and he was a criminal. Remember?
He wasn't a criminal. They just called him one.
Same thing here. We're just like Jesus.
If you taking something from somebody else or whatever that said they're doing lights, this or that, then that's stealing and that's illegal.
Jesus said don't steal, but he also said
don't lie.
Give lights to the poor was the other thing.
No, he didn't say anything about didn't have lights back in, didn't know what lights was.
Last night
he did, but nobody else did, so why would he bring it up?
Well, you saying that Jesus knows everything.
Hey, God, ain't he?
So if I was back in the Bible days and I asked Jesus, hey, Jesus, do you know what a television set is? He go, yeah, just you wait, boy.
No, he'd say, keep it down. Don't tell everybody else here about it. That's something they're going to learn on their own. He wouldn't spoil nothing for nobody.
Come on, man. And of course, how would you have got? You'd have to know about a time machine or something to go back to Jesus' times. They even ask him about a television set. It's already you're almost as powerful as Jesus. I'm not trying to do a John Lennon here. I'm just saying, in this scenario we've created, who is this all-powerful time-traveling being giving Jesus a run for his money? But Jesus doesn't believe in money. He believes in fishes and Christmas lights. And that's why we're taking lights.
Wine, fishes, and wine. It ain't Christmas lights, it's wine.
Last night we did a smash and grab. We took a bunch of lights off and we put them on. We took them down to, Janny Week. Janny Weeks. They're real poor. So we took these lights off this rich person's house over in Murfreesboro Heights. And we took them down to Murfreesboro Bottoms, plugged them up. And Janny come out and said, I don't want no lights. It's a lot of trouble. I said, you're welcome, citizen. Ho, ho, ho. Now the people control the lights. And we left. Christmas criminals. Somebody had 3 wise men in their yard, nativity scene. We said, that's too many. We took one, throw it in another poor person's yard. Now they got a wise man. That's how it works when the Christmas criminals are on patrol.
If you go to help, there's nothing wrong with helping poor people. That's great. You should. Go buy them something and take it to them. Don't take somebody else's and give it to them. Go buy them some new. They're going to give them a used wise men. They want a fresh new one. Go get a fresh new one. Walmart, they're all over the damn place. Some of them don't even cost that much. Bless your hearts, for too poor to buy a wise man. One, there's some people can't get all 3. Yes, I agree. But one wise man, the basic plastic one with the light in the bottom, that don't cost what? $35, something like it. One in people will appreciate the effort if that's all you can do. I ain't saying you should have all 3.
Plastic wise man decoration, Walmart.
I will say this: I saw one person. I don't know if they're poor or not, and all they had was a camel by itself. That don't make sense.
Oh, we did that.
What do you mean you did that?
We stole a camel from another yard.
But that don't make any sense by itself. I'm like, what? Just camel don't mean Christmas.
Okay, if it was April, then yeah, a camel in a yard would be like, what? It's December. You know that represents a nativity scene.
Well, by itself, it just seems strange a little bit. Like it just makes you go, where's the rest of it? It calls itself out. They'd be better off not having any animal on there. I mean, light up animal. Yeah. They're welcome to have as many pets as they want. I'm talking about light up animal.
They'd be better off having nothing. Those people don't even deserve a roof over their head.
I made it that way. I'm just saying it's more confusion if you just go get them the whole manger scene. If you're trying to help them out, just don't give them a camel. That don't help nobody.
Amazon got one 3-piece nativity scene, $190. Hell, I ain't spending that.
How much? Look up a wise man by itself. How much that costs?
Let's see here on Walmart.com. Let's see, they got a figure 8 depicting nativity scene lit up at night. Oh, it's a
what is it?
poster. Just a on Walmart.com, you can just get a poster of somebody's yard with a nativity scene in it. Hell, this capitalism's got out of hand, Jackie, and the Christmas criminals are not going to stand for this. It is easier. I'm afraid Walmart prosecute us the way things are going now. So I'm not looking to steal from Walmart. I'm looking to steal from rich people who have spent their money at Walmart.
Well, you ought not steal from anybody. Jesus didn't tell you there's one person you're supposed to steal from, another not. He said, don't steal, period. Done.
He was probably pressed for time and didn't want to get bogged down in the details.
No, he was not. He said, don't steal. And it's Christmas. That's the one day you're supposed to do everything Jesus says is the day on he was born. He appreciates that. He appreciates it all year round if you do it, but he at least, appreciate if you do it one day, maybe most of the day Easter. So just do what he asked you to do. Don't steal, period. Certainly not in his name for anybody. He wouldn't approve that.
The Christmas criminals appreciate your opinion, Jackie, but ultimately it doesn't really matter to us. It's not like you're a judge or anything. Oh, shit.